Thank you for making me my eggs to go this morning.
Pleasure.
I have swapped from fried eggs to scrambled eggs. I think I make better fried eggs. I think you make better scrambled eggs.
I struggle with fried eggs. I really do.
But you kill some scrambled eggs.
I much prefer scrambled. I don't have the art of the fried down.
I'll teach you. Ready, Jules?
Mm-hmm. I've noticed all my white T-shirts now, because Bubba loves to grab the neck of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to
They're stretched.
Yeah, there's also folding action. So is it straight?
It looks nice.
Okay, thank you.
We both wore
great,
white.
I like the shirt.
Brutal. Welcome back to another episode of Two Parents and a Podcast. I would like to begin today by saying what you said yesterday when we were on our walk.
What was that?
You just randomly said it. You were like, all parents should be required to take a parenting class before they have a baby.
It's very surprising that there's nothing mandated.
Well, I was thinking when a good time would be is when you're in the hospital and everyone's like, take shows. You're going to be bored. Like when you're from a 1 to a 2 to a 3, if you're getting induced, there's some downtime.
Totally.
That would be a really good time for somebody to come in and just do a little hour course. This is how you put the diaper on. This is how you burp the baby. No water for the first 6 months.
Well, we did that class before the birth, which I think was very helpful for the near term tactical stuff that we were going to go through, like swaddling.
Yeah.
But it felt like that was a class on what the next 30 days looks like, and what the following 11 months looks like wasn't necessarily covered as much.
But the only reason we took that class was we signed up and went. You have to self-start that.
But also I'm surprised the hospital doesn't have a show that they suggest you watch. I feel like it may not be the easiest thing in the world to get someone to come in and actually teach it versus totally. Feels like that's a 8-part Netflix show waiting to happen.
I do see that, but I also think there's something about parenting on the fly. Learning as you go. That's kind of the whole thing about it,
For
right?
sure. But a monthly class I feel like could just...
Okay, now that I'm thinking about this, a monthly class would be awesome, except for it would kind of remove, would that get a bit Fahrenheit 451, we're all doing it the exact same? Is that what they do there? Or they're not allowed to think in Fahrenheit 451. No one's read Fahrenheit 451? We had to read it.
I would go as far as saying I don't even know what it is.
Oh, it's a book, and they take away They take away books, I think, so you're not allowed to think. The government's really regulating you. Pretty intense stuff from what I remember.
Yeah, it does loosely sound familiar, but is it a book or movie?
It's a book. Okay. Fahrenheit 451.
Okay.
But anyways, I do think a class of some sort would be pretty cool because as Jules was saying, it's crazy that to get your driver's license, they make you take a test, a written test and a physical driving test. But then to have a baby, I've just got to show up. Yep. Pretty wild stuff. In order to fly an airplane, you have to fly. You have to get your pilot's license. What is it? 5,000 hours? That is one thing. In another life, I think I would be a pilot. I think. In order to drive an 18-wheeler, you got to get a different license. But a baby?
Nada.
You just got to sign the paperwork. Remember that? Remember when we were naming Tate? When we got the paperwork to name Tate, you are naming your baby. First, middle, and last. And Harrison and I kept passing the paperwork back and forth, being like, no, you write her name down.
Have we ever talked about that?
I don't think so.
We filled that, and I believe you did it, that paperwork out truly at the last minute.
We were packed up and the girl's like, you can't leave until you fill out the paperwork. But it was because we didn't want to write the name. We were like, this is it. This is the final name.
And we didn't know the name. We truly didn't know the name going into it.
We thought Tate.
But it was the middle name. What was holding us up? I think it was the middle name that was holding us up.
Well, we were between Tate Austin.
Oh, I don't think that. I don't think
we weren't.
No, and I think we actually talked about this, so we could probably side by side it on the pod.
Oh. But we landed on Tate Francis, which is both of our grandmas. It's a family name for both sides.
Yeah.
But I think what we were like, Tate Francis. Well, and then there was the question, do we do Tatum and call her Tate? But then we were like, no, we're just going to go Tate. But I didn't want to write it. You didn't want to write it. We just passed it. Do you think it gets any easier naming the kid? And I do.
Yeah, some people like have talked about how they just knew it and boom and done.
Yeah, I don't know. And then like, what if you what if you accidentally spell it wrong because you're nervous? I don't know. I'm sure there's some great naming stories. Well, we had a friend who was just telling me the other day, she was unknown like one for a while. Like there's some name they give you and then you have to go back to the hospital and officially name them.
That's incredible.
We
got to do that for one of our kids.
It was amazing. She was like some unknown 1242 or something. No, I hid your phone. I hid it.
I just got a good message from Jay.
I hid it.
Good introduction.
Oh, nice. That's exciting.
Yep.
Mac and cheese is one of our top picks for comfort food. It's so nostalgic. It makes you feel like a kid again. I can see it sitting in the bowl and I can almost taste it just sitting here, which is why I am loving Goodles. If you haven't heard of Goodles, this is like the mac and cheese we know and love, but it's packed with protein and nutrients, you guys. And they have a vegan version, which you know for me is a dream come true. What's also amazing is they just launched their single serve cups, you guys. So they are so convenient and easy to take on the go. Goodles cups are a game changer for the days where we don't have time to make a full box on the stove. All you have to do is add water and microwave, and then you have a delicious, nutritious snack and meal. They're nutrient packed, and so it's so easy to have them. So you guys, trust us, you need some Goodles mac and cheese in your life. Pick up Goodles on your next shopping trip. It's available nationwide at Target and Walmart, plus many other grocery stores and retailers. And don't forget the new single serve cups. You just have to add water and microwave. Okay, well, let's talk about fall.
Okay.
Because summer's gone and fall is here.
I don't buy into that.
Oh, well, when does your fall start? The pumpkin patch we went to last year, which was the best pumpkin patch on the planet, opened September 18th. That, for me, is kind of when fall starts.
I think September is just as fun of a month as August.
It has nothing to do with fun. It has, is it summer or is it fall? Where does September belong?
Oh, wow. Guess what I just saw out of the corner of my eye?
What?
We have, not a bug, don't worry.
Okay.
The Pepsi Challenge.
Yeah, I saw that earlier too.
I think we should do the Pepsi Challenge.
Right now?
Yeah.
It's warm.
Yeah, let's get it cold. We're going to need to get a fridge in here. We're in our studio if you're listening. Let's get a fridge in here.
Okay. Sorry.
So.
Well, I see a lot online. It's like the end of summer. Summer's over. I'm so sad. And like, that's what I don't subscribe to. One, because like technically summer ends September 21st. And like, yeah, I the whole like, I don't subscribe to this whole internet movement of summer's now over.
But I know where it comes from. All the kids that are in school go back to school. So for them, summer is over. And school's back in session. So in that regard, I do get it.
But no, because
Yes.
school starts for most kids in August.
I know, but I think that you do Labor Day and then you call it like summer's over. Like
Yes,
summer, yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. I don't subscribe to.
Okay, so September for you. If you had to call September summer or fall, you're calling it which one? Summer?
I think that they actually nailed the date, September 21st. Like, to me, that is.
So you're still in summer.
Yeah.
And then you're going to transition to fall on the 21st.
Yeah, and it probably feels more like an October thing for me.
Well, October is so
October 1st.
It's red. It's like get your Halloween stuff.
But I can give it the 21st because like you do get the iffy weather starting to hit.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. Are you going to get a pumpkin spice latte?
I will say I have not had a pumpkin spice latte in probably 10 years. But I do have a comment.
What?
There are a lot of stores that we are walking into that have Halloween stuff.
Yeah, last night we went to one.
I think it is ridiculous for Halloween to have any form of presents before October 1st.
No, because that's the business. That's showbiz, baby. For them, they got to get their stuff out there.
I don't want to see any Halloween decor before October 1st.
I'm fine with it.
I just think especially in Austin, like it is very much still summer here.
I
Thank
agree.
you, Jules. Thank you.
No, I agree with that, but I'm down to start the transition. Like the minute it was September 1st, I started looking at the leaves. I wanted to wear a flannel. Like I was like, I get it. Let's talk about football.
Okay.
So you're going to be a UT fan?
Yeah, I love the way this city gets behind that football team.
It's so great. On Saturday, it was an away game, but I walked to get a coffee in the morning, and like there were so many orange shirts just like bopping around.
It feels like a small college town on game days.
It's unbelievable. It's a big city, but small feel.
And that's largely like everyone is wearing orange.
Yeah.
And it feels like the city stops. Like it feels like Ann Arbor. It feels like South Bend. Does it feel like Norman?
But no, it feels like it's more of a city than Norman. Like people just live here, but it's different having a college town in a city.
Yeah, I get that, but like when I walk down 6th
Yes, it
on a
feels like
game
Norman.
day, it reminds me like it feels like I'm in Tuscaloosa.
Yes. It does feel the exact same. But here's the thing.
T-Town.
I was talking to my friend Emma.
Do you call it T-Town?
T-Town?
Yeah.
What?
Tuscaloosa?
No, I call it Tuscaloosa.
Jules, do you call it T-Town?
I don't call it anything.
Yeah, well, I also don't reference it often.
Okay.
But so Emma and I went to OU, and we both live in Austin now. And I said to her the other day, I said, "Are you a UT fan?" She said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, great," because I just needed like a little, like push, because OU Texas, it's the horns down, it's kind of the whole thing. But we live here. I love the idea of UT. I actually love UT. We go see the campus. We go to the games. Like, I'm very in, and we had a lot of friends over, none of which went to UT, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we ride for UT." So I've decided I'm gonna love OU and I'm gonna love UT, but I'm gonna be a UT fan.
Okay.
So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I think like going like it's just hard. Like going against the grain of everyone on a Saturday. Like,
It's no fun.
It's just no fun.
I was like paralyzed by it for a second, and then I realized that A, I had free will, and B, like I see people that we went to school with, like you can just transition to the college of the town, and it's not that serious. And then I asked her, she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, same."
Yes.
So
but
I'm
I
in.
love how you like both though.
I like both. Of course, I like both. Right?
Yeah.
Like Boomer Sooner, but also like go
Sooner
UT.
Boomer?
Sooner Boomer. But let me ask you this: being a dad, being
Okay.
the household dad of the group here.
Yeah.
How, because Sunday football, there's this like whole thing going on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Where girls are like, lost my husband for the day. And I was just wondering being a dad, how has Sunday football culture changed for you?
I'm not sure if I have a great take on this because like I was never a sit on my couch and watch football all day type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been like doing it for the activity
Socially.
socially, like going to the bar with a group of people. And like I think doing that is still super fun, but now the difference is if we're doing it, likely Bubs is coming and we're doing it at a kid-friendly place. And like you're generally going to be capped now at one game, and like your Sunday may have a football, or your Sunday is going to have other activities, whether it's heading out on the lake, and maybe you wrap up with a game. But yeah, you're just like not at the bar all day like used to happen.
I guess that like is as with everything. Like in general, on a Saturday, you're not just like you don't have the same Saturdays you had in college as you do now.
Yeah, the Darty's gone.
The Darty is gone, but that's what I love about parenthood happening, the phase of life it happened in for us. I feel like we got that out of our system, and now like the natural trajectory is like our Friday nights and our Saturday mornings are spent like with other families doing some like kid type things.
Yeah, I think you like nailed it a lot better than I did. Like Rocco's
And that's a bar in New York.
was like it was so fun, and I'm so glad I got that out of my system
Totally.
because now I like really do love my Sundays.
Our
And I'm sure there'll be one Rocco weekend this football season.
No, there's a time and a place for that, and like you still absolutely should be able to do both, but our type of fun is just shifted.
Yeah. Like give me a hike, give me like a walk, head out on the lake, brunch, and then go have
Watch
an
a game.
afternoon drink with a couple friends and our kids in someone's backyard.
And
That is the new Sunday.
Yes, it's someone's backyard. Like house culture, going to somebody else's house instead of going out to a restaurant is it.
I'm
Plop
going to
the
introduce
kids
a new
down.
character.
Oh, introduce one. Who is it?
I think that Dan's house, we're not going to give too much information on Dan yet, but I think Dan's house is going to be a big Sunday barbecue house while having football on in the background.
It's a great house for that.
Yeah.
It's really a good floor plan for that kind of activity.
And he's a big have the game on in the background guy. And I guess I'm a big have the game on in the background type of guy.
Keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I guess that's how I most like, yeah, whatever.
You're just
Yeah.
keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Have it on. See a good play. Go
But
sports.
It doesn't affect your day. Whoever
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah.
Shopping and planning for groceries really can be simple and stress-free. Imagine having your weekly cart filled for you with personalized picks, then shipped right to your door. Taking all that work off of my plate is exactly why I love Hungry Root. Hungry Root takes the stress off grocery shopping by filling your cart with personalized selections that get smarter with every order. From smoothies and kid snacks to sweets and salad kits, supplements, and so much more, there's something for every taste and nutrition goal. Whether you're gluten-free, you're dairy-free, you're high protein, you're focused on gut health, or whatever else, Hungry Root helps you eat well. And after you take their quiz, their smart cart technology recommends groceries and supplements tailored to your needs, you guys. And Hungry Root holds all of its food to high standards, screening out over 200 additives like high fructose corn syrup, preservatives, and artificial sweeteners. So take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/2parents and use code 2parents. That's hungryroot.com/2parents, code 2parents to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/2parents, code 2parents. Okay, so now I'm going to do like a U-turn segue here of a show that we were watching, which is Unknown Number, the High School Catfish. And I don't know, it seemed I posted it and a lot of people in my DMs had seen it. If you haven't seen it, we're going to spoil it right here. So basically, it's this like 12-year-old at the time, girl and boy, they're dating. They're honestly like an adorable little couple. And they start getting these unknown numbers texting them and like harassing them, being like, break up. It starts out with like break up, or, you know, he doesn't want you. And then the text gets sexual. And then they're just like, you're an ugly anorexic SLUT. And then they start saying like, you should off yourself. The world would be happier if you weren't here.
Super dark, twisted messages, and messages being sent from like an app. So they couldn't figure out what number was sending them.
The police couldn't figure it out. The school, the superintendents couldn't figure it out. And it's in Beale, Michigan. So it's a smaller town, tight-knit community. So these poor girl and boy and their parents. So their parents are going into the school like they're trying everything. And finally, the FBI gets involved because they're like, we've got to find this number. So they subpoena like the phone companies. They subpoena the app. And then this guy goes back and he searches, and it's going on for 18 to 24 months at this time.
Yeah.
He goes back and he searches like the web address to tie it back to their contacts to see if it's anybody they know. It turns out to be the girl's mother.
Horrendous.
It was the girl's mother the whole time. And the cop goes to her house and they show, I couldn't believe all the footage they showed. They showed the footage on his, what's that called? Chest cam?
Yes.
Webcam, chest cam, of him walking in and being like, hey, we've got, we can subpoena your phones. We've got a search warrant to get your phones. And she's like, okay. And you could see like immediately it's her. And even though she's been at the school, she was a coach at the school. She's been at the school the whole time trying to figure out who it was. And she sits down and she's just like, it's not what you think it is. Like, it's not what you think it is. And he's like, it's okay. Like, what happened? Were you jealous of the boy? Turns out, like, A, I think she was jealous of the boy a little bit. But B, she just wanted her daughter to need her. So she was like beating up her daughter so bad verbally. And then her daughter would come home and she needed her mom. It's just like sick and twisted.
As dark and twisted as it can get. And like struck such a chord where it's like, how could someone like looking like, how could someone inflict that level of harm and pain on their own daughter is just like, it's so heartbreaking.
But then it even goes a step further, because then they show the daughter saying like, I love my mom more than anything. Like, And it just goes to show, they always say, even if a parent commits murder, like the child loves the parent. And you said it the other day. You were like, being a mom and dad is just like a full-time job. And not only is it a full-time, it is the most, there's no love like that. You know, there's no love like we have for Bubber, but also that Bubber has for us. Mm-hmm. And it's incredible to watch this little girl in her developmental years sit there at the end and be like, I can't wait till she gets out of prison. Like, I hope we have such a good relationship, even though her mom caused her this harm.
Yeah, like crazy harm.
It was just your jaws on the floor.
Yeah, it was really, really appalling. A couple other things come to mind on this.
Okay.
A really just like, I don't know if eerie is the right word, but like, yeah, I guess you could call it an eerie scene, is when the father gets home and the father's told what happened.
Yeah, because he wants to. I think you can physically see he's in the hardest position of his life. Because
and what
he's looking at his wife, saying like keeps saying, you need to leave. Like, you're not safe here right now, because he's about to lose his mind.
And he didn't let the police leave.
Which I thought was, I get it. He's like, my daughter has been hurt. I have the chills talking about it. My daughter's been hurt, and it was my wife.
Yeah.
And then he finds out his wife didn't have a job. She got fired from her job, so she was quote unquote going to work, but she was just going to send these text messages all day. Full-time obsessed job.
And he said they won't leave. He said don't leave until she gets picked up by
her parents. Like grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, which
brutal. Gives me the heebie-jeebies and the chills. Awful. It's kind of a downer.
Can we now talk about a story that restores our faith in humanity?
Yeah.
Do we have one?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why we just talked about that. I guess we talked about it because like it impacted us in such like a big way. But like, holy shit. I would like to yeah, do it. Do we have a good positive story?
Well, we don't have like it's not positive, but it's interesting.
Okay.
So last week we talked about the Gillette razor marketing campaign, and basically I'll summarize it. What Gillette did was they said men shave their beards, but women don't shave anything. And we need to tap into the other 50% of the market. So early 1900s, Gillette puts out this big campaign. Women in Europe are shaving. Sleek is the new sexy. Shaven is sexy. So women, they just start shaving. Okay. And so then you guys in the comment section told us some other great marketing campaigns that changed the course of history. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
So the first one is Coca-Cola literally invented modern day Christmas. The image of Santa Claus we know today, jolly red suit, white beard, was popularized by Coca-Cola ads in the 1930s. Before Coca-Cola in the 1930s, Santa's appearance was all over the place. Sometimes he was tall and thin, sometimes he was elf-like, sometimes wearing tan, green, or even brown robes. Now, when you picture Santa in Christmas, you've got the red, the white, and the beard.
Okay. I mean, 10 out of 10 marketing campaign commercializing Santa Claus.
But I also like that this is able to happen. That we're able to shape something, and just like Coca-Cola is able to take Christmas like that and then change the course of history. I like it.
Yeah.
I also like when holidays have a true north.
Yeah. A lot easier to do back then because the marketing channels were so concentrated, and it was so much harder to create a brand and to get distribution for that brand, and versus today where, you know, with all the with how easy it is to put up a website and you know, use whether it's a marketplace or AI to whip up a brand and, you know, do some Facebook ad testing. Like, it's, I don't think that the same level of marketing effectiveness can occur today as it did back then.
Another one we heard about at dinner with our friends Margo and Duncan was Sir Sandwich. What was his name? King He was like his last name was Sandwich.
Well, he invented the sandwich.
He invented the sandwich. He just liked eating meats in between two pieces of bread, and it didn't have a name, so they started calling it the sandwich.
But that's an invention.
But now it's like
Not
a verb.
marketing campaign.
Now we sandwich things together. Pretty cool.
Yes.
Okay, this next one is literally mind-blowing.
Okay.
So Michelin created the Michelin star to get people to travel more, so they would wear out their tires faster, so they would sell more tires. I had no idea the Michelin star was created by Michelin tires. I almost feel like Jules put this in here to mess with me.
No. I'm aware of this one, and like
The prestigious food award is from the tire company.
from the Tire Man, from the Michelin Man. It's one of those that like, what I love about it so much is it like.
Well, it's the most genius thing on the planet. They started.
But I also like, while it was incredibly effective as a campaign, how effective it was for their business, like very TBD.
Totally, because you're not necessarily. Well, now the Michelin stars are like in France, so you got to fly. But you're not. So I'm just confused. Back in the 1900s, they would give some barbecue restaurant in Idaho 5 Michelin stars, so everyone would drive to it to try it, and they would burn their tires, and then they would need new tires. Far stretch, but genius.
Yeah, that's where like the back and forth on this is.
I get it. Like, instead of creating like street racing for regular cars,
Yeah.
or like an award for who can drive the longest distance.
Like, it feels like a Michelin star would have been a much better business idea for like an ingredient supplier than it would have been.
Or a chef.
It would have been a car company.
And for Michelin, you think what they would have done is made like a course of restaurants from LA to New York, like a 5-restaurant road trip guide. And then people go and they drive that. That would have worked well for Michelin.
Which they may have done.
But I don't know. I'm also very here for the tire company creating the most prestigious food award.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Far stretch though, but
Love
like
it.
incredible.
Love it.
Feeling better in your body shouldn't be a full-time job. That's why Hers makes it easier to get started and stick with it, backed by expert-guided online care that puts your weight loss goals first. Weight loss progress stalls, and it's easy to feel like you're the problem, but you're not. That's where Hers comes in. Hers offers access to personalized weight loss plans designed to help you move forward for good. Hers is transforming women's healthcare by providing access to affordable weight loss treatment plans. They connect you with the medical provider who will work with you to determine the best treatment option for you. If prescribed, you get medication as part of a doctor-developed weight loss program, complete with ongoing care, check-ins, dosage medication adjustments, and access to 24/7 online support at no additional cost, no hidden fees, and no membership fees. So if you've been struggling with your weight loss journey, it's time to find the best option that works for you through Hers. Whether you want to lose weight, grow thicker, fuller hair, or find relief for anxiety, Hers has you covered. Visit forhers.com/Alex to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's forhers.com/Alex. forhers.com/Alex. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not approved or reviewed for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA. Prescription required. See website for full details, important safety information, and restrictions. Actual price depends on product and plan purchased. Okay, now the most well-executed marketing campaign is breakfast. The idea that breakfast is the most important meal of the day didn't come from a doctor. It came from food companies pushing cereal, bacon, and eggs. Marketing push in the early 1900s from the guy who created Kellogg. How about that? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and we're all like, yeah, it's gotta be. No, someone just told us that. No one said, like, don't skip dinner. Dinner's the... Then we'd all be eating dinner.
Yeah, I mean, very well executed campaign.
But we just don't think about it. We're just told these things. And then we're like, okay, that makes sense. Makes you question everything, huh?
Yeah.
Breakfast being the most important meal of the day, like I just thought, yeah, it starts your metabolism. Don't eat a cup of sugar for breakfast because then you'll crash. It's not funny. He's fake checking his phone.
I thought it was very funny. I got Jules laughing.
It's good.
Jules, good joke?
No.
Then why are you laughing?
I
It's
don't know.
it's so unfunny that you're laughing.
Absurd joke.
It's so unfunny that
You're
you're
such a
laughing.
goofball. All right, things we DM'd each other.
Okay.
Ready?
I love DMing.
Bumble founder says AI could date for you. The future of dating is having your AI dating concierge date another person's AI dating concierge on your behalf, scanning thousands of profiles to narrow them down to just a few strong matches. The idea is to reduce the stress of modern dating and shift the focus towards healthier, more meaningful connections. Thoughts?
Yeah, and intuitively makes a lot of sense. Like I've talked a lot about how, like when I've asked chat about myself and had it describe myself to me, like how spot on it is and how much it knows about me from my line of questioning and my responses. And so like a dating integration to better filter makes a lot of sense. I also think like it, I think you'll see a massive dating app launch on the back end of this. I think there'll also be a physical side to it as well, where it'll help sync you with people that fit the profile that you find attractive. And I think one common thing we are always hearing from friends, single friends, or just you see online, is how ineffective dating apps are today. And so like hopefully this ultimately restores faith in them. And I think the way to do it is removing the abundance of choice and the supply, and it being, hey, we scanned 100,000 profiles. This is your one suggested match of the week.
Here's my thing. Number one, do you think bad first dates are something people just are a part of the dating course? Or no, it's great to eliminate those, hopefully.
I think bad first dates are part of the course. I think you learn a lot from them. And I think you can also get through a bad first date. Look, I don't think a bad first date means that you're like that door is closed.
I agree. And here's the other thing I don't think AI can account for. Like, let's say I don't know that our AIs would match you and I together. Does that make sense? Because we're not going to be Googling any of the same things. But that's what makes us compatible, is that we're so different. But then
we have such a similar value system.
Maybe that's what it is. But that's my thing. What's AI going to put above? How are they going to know? Or what are they going to know that you loved that your grandpa fished every day? Okay. So you have a really soft spot for fishing, but you're never Googling or talking about fishing. But what if then you meet a girl who's like loves fishing and it just kind of like sparks something in you and you're like, wow, I do love her for that.
I think that basically what she was talking about is this like concierge that you talk to, and it would like ask you questions, and I'm sure there's some sort of algorithm. So it wouldn't be based on, well, I think this is all still a little hypothetical, but it wouldn't be based off of like your search history like we talked about in the past. It might be based off of like a set of 20 questions that you answer.
Oh, so they're kind of bringing you along on the process.
But
I think so. It's, I mean, like ChatGPT, like the inputs matter.
I'd also assume that you'd be able to plug in different apps that you have, or plug in different data to this app. And so inherently then they'll just get a real holistic understanding of you as a person.
But a spark is a spark is a spark. And I don't know if AI can do that for you.
Well, I don't think it'll be perfect, but I think it'll be better than what's going on today.
I can get behind that. And I hope it is, because I do think dating is one thing that people, like we have a lot of friends that are like, I want to date somebody. And so if AI can help solve that, I'm very for that.
I want to bring back our single matchmaking service. We have so many great single folks to set up.
I know. Well, my friend Margot, what she said, which I really liked, was she was like, I have a notes app on my phone. Anytime I meet somebody single, I write it down.
No, I love it.
Love it. I was like, oh my gosh, that's genius.
Oh my God.
I know. I was like so impressed. So when do you think AI will be taking over dating?
In the next 12 months.
In the next 12 months?
I assume the app is already live. It just hasn't gained traction.
So what we've got to look forward to is like autonomous cars, AI dating for you. What else?
Robots?
Something that's not good.
Robots
is
carrying babies.
The Taco Bell, I think, was trying AI in the drive-thru.
Oh, and somebody got 10,000 waters.
They've decided that we need humans in the drive-thru. It's not working.
Yeah, I think
love that.
I think that these things aren't necessarily binary where it's like all AI or all human. I think there's generally a natural mix between the two. And I'm sure right now that all the dating apps are using AI, but to clarify my point, I think there'll be a AI native dating app that is built where that is the core differentiator on them versus the other apps.
Yeah.
Where it's not like a swipe.
I can get behind that. Okay, so there's this article from the Wall Street Journal, and it's titled, "My Family Went Off Ultra-Processed Foods for a Month, and the Results Surprised Us." Now, I'm going to sort of paraphrase here. The mom felt calmer and less consumed by cravings, less food noise, which you told me. You drink a Diet Coke, you crave processed foods. You eat a bag of Cheetos, you crave more processed food. So, like, that I do agree with. And every time I drink a Diet Coke, now I'm just like, what am I craving? And usually it is like a bag of chips or a piece of cookie dough. But the daughter struggled with the social reality that ultra-processed foods are everywhere, birthday parties, schools, etc. So basically, they found it nearly impossible and quite stressful for an 8-year-old to avoid these ultra-processed foods, okay? And alarmingly, around 60% of children's calories come from ultra-processed foods, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So their solution, this is the point of why we're saying this. Because there's nothing worse than listening to somebody be like, no processed food. Good luck, parents. You know, it's like parents have full-time jobs. Like these kids don't have private chefs. So it's like, this is impossible. But one thing that this family ended up doing, which I do like, is they created UPF zones, ultra-processed food zones. So at home, they said we don't have ultra-processed foods here. That's the only place we can control it. If you're out and about, if you're at a birthday party, well, then it's there and you can have it.
And in the car. And where this landed is it feels like, you know, we're all like, I feel like there's now a general understanding and alignment of ultra processed foods. We want to reduce the amount that we're consuming. We're consuming way too much. There's a whole bunch of problems that come on the back end of it, but like coming up with realistic solutions.
Totally.
And they had a word for it in the article. UPF free zones. Home and in the car. I think that's a good starting point and a good goal. Because I think that car is probably one that would feel like that's one that I think would be very, very challenging.
The car?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it makes it way less daunting to just like pick your zones. And then you feel good about those zones. And then when they're not in the zone, you're just like, yeah, it's
totally. But the home is controlled just through like grocery shopping the right way versus the car. It's like when you get hungry and you're on the go, how do you combat that? And like, do you keep a little cooler in the back that has
we got hungry the other day at Academy and we got our Dots pretzels and they were so good.
It's a amazing tasting item.
It's a superior pretzel.
It's a great item.
Okay, there, I think we did it, hun.
What else do we got, Jules?
That's it. Signed, sealed, delivered. I've got my chicken curry salad calling my name.
Shout out Jules' mom. Avid listener.
Nori. Shout out Nori Minich.
I wasn't going to dox her.
Well, you
give her address, social security number.
Her gift when you move is pepper, and it's phenomenal. Seasoned pepper.
Doxing her gift?
Doxing her gift. All right,
no
we
one's
love you guys.
feel special anymore.
We love you guys. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Alex is the best.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Two Parents in a Podcast, powered by Just Media House. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, and review. Stay connected on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook at Two Parents in a Pod. Welcome to our home. Sorry it's so messy. New episodes every Thursday.